everybody, and welcome back to Full Throttle with the Gent. I'm your host, Brandon the Gent. We have a lot to talk about, but first I want to apologize for the late video. Ran into problems editing earlier today, plus a lot of stress with sickness in the family. Multiple people dealing with issues in our family, and just trying to be supportive as I can. But let's get right into it. Saturday's race, Cole Custer beat Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series. I have to be honest with you, I don't know much about the series. That series race, I should say, because I ended up watching the modified race. The season opener at Myrtle Beach. That race can be found on this channel. Some NASCAR news. We have Denny Hamlin from the California race was the only person to get a penalty. His crew chief, Chris Gabehart, was fined $10,000 for the loose lug nut on the car. Sirius XM will be the primary sponsor of Martin Truex Jr. at this weekend at Martinsville and Dover in June. May. I apologize, May. The biggest story out of the California race, besides the qualifying garbage, was Kyle Busch wins his 200th NASCAR career victory and 53rd Cup Series win. He came back from a speeding penalty entering pit road, and then had to go to the tail end of the field and worked his way right back up there and had a 2-second lead over Joey Logano. Pretty much ran away with it. Let's talk about the modifieds. Wonderful race. Absolutely wonderful. So many lead changes. As a modified guy, I have to say, I have never seen them change so many tires. Okay, that was crazy, the amount of tires they had to change. It was a 150 lap race, and usually, a 150 lap race, we're only changing the right tire, the right rear, I should say, or the left rear. The modifieds give you one tire. The modified rules give you one tire to change. Okay, and you have to pick which one it is. And these guys, it was crazy to see. I guess it has to do with the track being not paved since the early 90s. So I'm going to go with that. But there was a problem at the beginning of the race. I'm looking at my notes, sorry. Doug Coby, he qualified on the pole. And NASCAR wanted him to do something on the front stretch at Myrtle Beach. Well, he did that. And unfortunately, he picked up a nail in his left front tire. Well, the tire went down, of course, and he had to change it. So NASCAR said, you have to start at the rear. Hold on a second. We did something because you made us do it, and we picked up a nail. That's not right, But NASCAR doesn't care, So he started at the end of the field, and, well, he showed them. He showed them pretty well, because that car, that number 2, he had the power in that engine. Here's a couple clips.
Up here, loaded for bear, and now it looks like he's going to give everybody else an advantage here, at least during the start.
Well, absolutely. And again, I don't know who's going to be at advantage. Doug might be the one at the advantage because, again, with the tire wear and saving your tires, we'll see how it plays out. But here we come off of turn number 3, headed to the start box off the turn 4. Your leaders, the number 7, John McKennedy and Tommy Catalano, coming to the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting the Performance Plus 150 with a great restart by both drivers.
Green flag flies down into turn number 1 here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, a .538 mile oval. This particular track has been around for a long time. It's well worn. You can say it is seasoned. But as they race side by side, coming back on the front straightaway, Steve, it looks like they're dead even.
Well, we're already getting into it, Bill. I saw the 16 of Timmy Salamito get into the back of Justin Bonsignor, who got into the 60 of Matt Hirschman. It was a chain reaction, but thankfully all drivers came out of it. 150 laps, you got to use your head. I mean, the chrome horn is useful at certain times, but definitely not on lap 1 with 150 laps on the plate.
Well, looks like McKennedy has taken up with Tommy Catalino on the outside. The interesting thing about this is you talk about the bumpers and these cars. He used to be two-time champion in this series, and Tommy does this when he could basically...
Oh, we got him going around in 3 and 4. Your third place position is around in 3 and 4.
Car.
We got him piling up behind it. Doug Colby has just been put into the wall.
Now we got them all stacking up over there. The 18 is involved. Doug Hagee lap away to pick up victory. And the white will change to the checkers, and this race is over with the man winning that started on the pole, went to the back, and then he came back and out-snookered the rest of the field.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Doug Colby and his crew. I've got to get back because...
The question is, why did you drop to the back at the beginning of the race? Why'd you do that?
You want my real answer?
Here, I want to hear an answer on that, and then I want to hear an answer on what happened after the checker.
Yeah, sure. What happened at the start of the race, after the pit party out here, NASCAR decided to drive us in all the junk behind the track, and as the first car through there, we picked up a nail or something in the left front tire, and Phil, my crew chief, saw it right as we were ready to go, and the officials saw it, and it was leaking air really bad. It was going to go flat, and the rule is, I guess you got to go to the back for that. And I don't think that's a good rule for any series to have. I'm really supportive of good rules, and I'm really critical of bad rules, and that's not a good rule because I'm sure none of you guys had any idea what was going on, and that's not good for racing. So that's what happened at the beginning of the race, and at the end of the race, you could go talk to Craig Lutz. I don't know what happened.
Okay, I was wondering because I looked up there and I said, this can't be a victory deal. He's around backwards. So basically there was an infraction that took place over in turn 4. But congratulations on your win here. There's one thing I'll have to say about you. You're a very glib guy. You talk, you say it the way it is for the 5-time champion. Looks like you're going after this year.
Yeah, we're going to try. I know you guys don't like those cookie-cutter drivers that have no opinions because they can't say their mind, but you follow the modified tour often enough, and you'll find that most of us drivers here aren't afraid to say what we feel, and I think that's good for racing. I hope you guys agree.
Well, did you get up on the wheel during the last stages of the race, or did you finally put the accelerator down to the floorboard?
Well, to be honest with you, there's 32 cars here, and if there's one I don't want behind me with 10 to go, it's Jimmy Blewett. So, I was trying to keep my distance from him, and I knew he didn't have a great car on some of the earlier runs. It was good for a while, and then it would go away quite a bit, and I was praying that the harder he tried, to get to me, the worse he would go away. So I don't know if that's what happened, but I just wanted to stay as far ahead as I could.
He had a gremlin. He had a battery going dead.
Good for him.
Anyway, he was third. The second place man was John McKennedy.
Yeah, and John saves his stuff so well that you never know when he's going to pounce on you and drive right away from you. So really happy to get this win for Mayhew Tools, and thank all the fans from Myrtle Beach for coming out. That's really important. Thanks, you guys, too.
Thank you for coming down. Go get your $10,000 check, and Steve Zachariah now talk to you, and make sure the check will clear the bank.
Yeah, let me see that one. They wanted me to...
So there you have it. Doug Colby is the winner. Jimmy Blewett did finish second in that race, and it's interesting to find out that he had alternator problems. The battery was not being charged. So the battery not being charged, he didn't have the power to go, pretty much. He was pretty, to put it in a way of, how do I say this? To make it understand, he was pretty much half throttle. Kind of like me when I'm sick. But, to have that problem and finish second with a star-studded, talented field behind you, that is amazing. Okay, he's definitely got the talent, and I heard that he's going to be at South Boston with the new team. Of course, he's going to be at Wall. I want to say what other track he was going to be at. I think Langley, they said, but definitely South Boston coming up. But there you go. So let's take a look at the NASCAR California race results. Here is your Cup Series results. With his 53rd career win and 200th NASCAR career win, Kyle Busch gets the win. Second, Joey Logano. Third, Brad Keselowski. Fourth, Kevin Harvick. Fifth, Ryan Blaney. Sixth was Kurt Busch. Seventh, Denny Hamlin. Eighth was Martin Truex Jr. Ninth, Eric Almirola. And rounding out the top 10 was Austin the Impersonator Dillon. Let's take a moment real fast to say Martin Truex Jr. started 27th and he finished eighth. I mean, that's pretty good. I'll leave this up for a couple more seconds so you can take a good look at where everyone else finished. Okay, there's their race results. Kept it up a little bit more so you can look at it. Here is now the NASCAR points after California. So after California, here are the points. With 14 playoff points, 2 race wins, 4 stage wins, Kyle Busch is still your leader. Joey Logano is second, Kevin Harvick third, Denny Hamlin fourth, Brett Keselowski fifth, Eric Almirola sixth, Martin Truex Jr. 7th, 8th, Kyle Larson 9th, Kurt Busch, and rounding out the top 10 in points is Ryan Blaney. I will leave this up for you so you can take a look at the rest. Well, there's your points there. Kind of curious what's going to happen at Martinsville. That's going to come up. Here is a new segment for Full Throttle with the Gent called Sounds of the Race.
All 2x2. No push. Half back to the 10. Getting a push from the 22. Tops covered. All 2x2. Bottom 3. 3 wide. Still 3 wide. Still bottom 3. You've got the momentum here. Still 3 wide. No help with you. He's still 3 wide. The run's up top now. All clear. Now up top to 17. Boyle working mid. He's there. 3 wide. Still 3. 2 wide now. 2, 2, 2.
12, he got a big push from the 17. 17's on you with momentum. Keep sailing up top here.
3 top. 2 top. 4 jacked up here in the mid with no mo. Mid no mo. Watch the 4 drop back hard. Open the front for 4. 3 up. 2 up. Still inside. Still inside. Right bumper. 1 lane lower. Still there, 18. Still there, the 18 by 3 behind him. Clear when you see the 18 by 2. So by 2 to the 4. Here comes the 4, getting the push, 1 back 4, getting the push to the 14. Pass back 4 in line. Right with you. 2 wide right now. 24 outside bumper. Half back 24, you're clear by half. Outside now, outside, outside, outside. No help either, lane 42, 2 back with you with the run. 1 back 42. Half. Outside. Go clear. 2 wide with William.
Crush panels and stuff being knocked out of it's got it tight. We're quite a bit freer than we were earlier when we were 2 free.
I couldn't even get to the bottom on Singer. I still put tires on here? Yeah, copy, understood. Right here. Just got the leader in 1. Off it on.
I got a full run through 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So, there's more to lose than there is to gain here. Just a nice clean stop. We'll be right back in it. 4 tires when it opens for sure. Starts off loose on exit, and then builds a little tighter as I run. Doesn't get too tight, just kind of loses overall grip.
Tighter, the whole field, everybody's been trying to free them up. Nobody's really getting anywhere with it.
Go away there, where you had it previously, talking about clean air.
Yeah, 10-4, I got you.
So it really kind of keys off the 22 here, the 4. Now,
I would agree with all of that, yes.
okay, 10-4.
Pretty early. I mean, like I said, we were free, and then we're under green there. We got freed it up for the yellow, and it was tight, so I freed it up some more, still tight. So right there, I put a rubber in the right rear, raised the track bars, changed a bunch of air pressure. Half back. Still half back. Keep him there. Coming to you now. Here comes a push. In line, pushing. pushing. Clear.
White flag, another slope.
Flag at the line. On their very bottom. Number 4 by 2. By 3, nothing in front. 1 back, going top now, going top on you. You're good. This time.
Awesome race car. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Can you imagine if I could have gotten Vegas and yesterday? How many in a row? How many? Doesn't matter. We won today, boys. Can be better, right?
Job on pay road today, guys. I appreciate everything. Should have had that one.
9, bud.
Okay, y'all. Here is the answer to this weekend's trivia question. So here is the answer to our NASCAR trivia question this week. So how many NASCAR Cup Series wins does Mark Martin have? Well, if you answered 40, you'd be absolutely correct. Congrats to Gypsy Lynn in the comment section from the last video for guessing the right number. Also, congrats to Bobby Farrell for the same exact thing. But he texted me it, so we'll leave that at that. We'll leave it at that. All right, y'all. Let's move on. And there is your answer for this weekend's question. Stay tuned for episode 14 of Full Throttle with the Gent for your next question. Please join in, comment, even if you have to Google it. You know, it's all good. I like interacting with you, everyone. Check out Full Velocity TV, TDRRacing.net, and Hobo Racing League for all your sim racing needs. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful night.